Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to SSSL. I'm your host, Evan Garcia.
I'm Gabriella.
I'm Alex.
And we are back with SSSL. Today we're doing MLB. So why don't we just get things started? Let's talk about Juan Soto and the Mets.
$765 million, 15 years. Biggest
Nuts.
contract
Insane.
in sports history.
That is so much money. Coming from the Mets, too.
Yeah, I know.
Is
He said the Yankees were the number one pick, but it's obvious he did not.
He
You
obviously
can't turn down that
wasn't
money.
He obviously didn't want to go to the Yankees because if he wanted to, he would have signed. I mean, it's only a $5 million dollar difference. So if he really wanted to be a Yankee, he would have. I think the only reason that he wanted to be a Met is because he didn't want to be stuck like behind Aaron Judge his whole career, and he wanted to be the spotlight because Soto loves the spotlight.
And I mean, he's gotten that. He's definitely gotten that with the Mets. He is.
I mean, 765 for a DH in the next 5 years is
That's.
He's not a
insane.
good outfielder.
No.
I mean, really. I mean, I think he's a good. He's a good player.
Yeah.
He's a great player.
He's a good clutch hitter. Very
But-
good clutch hitter.
But 765 million.
Yeah,
That's
insane.
that seems like too much. That's
Yeah.
for.
Biggest contract in sports history.
He's a big family man, so he wanted a lot of money. I read that.
I get
So,
that. Yeah. So let's move on to the Rays playing in Yankees or the
George
Yankees.
Steinbrenner?
Yeah, in George Steinbrenner.
Field.
The
The
Hurricane.
yeah, what happened was Hurricane. What was it? Hurricane
Milton.
Hurricane Milton hit Tampa Bay. Took out a lot of that city. It's a devastating thing to happen. Damaged the field beyond repair. It's going to take a while for them to repair from that. So now they're playing at Yankees practice stadium. What is it? It's
George Steinbrenner
George
Field.
Steinbrenner Field. Okay,
Yeah.
I can remember if it has like a different name to it.
Yeah, I was there for spring training, and they already
I
started
saw
to
that.
put
I'm still
all-
mad at you from that.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
already starting to put the Rays signs up and everything. It was so weird.
Yeah. When do we know when their actual season start is, or when they? Because I know they had the delayed thing.
No, I think they started.
They did.
I
I
think
have
so.
not been. I'm gonna be honest. I have not been paying attention as much as I should be to other teams. I'm really just focused on the
Yeah,
Yankees
yeah.
recently.
Yeah. No, but I think they started. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. What else do we got here, guys?
The torpedo bats.
Yeah.
Torpedo bats. It's been
I think that's the biggest thing.
in the spotlight recently. It's been under some heat.
So many people are mad about it.
I really don't care that much. I don't think it's a big of a deal as
but
most
they've
people
been
are
using
making
it
it out
since
to
the
be.
World Series last year.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world, guys. We need to move on from the
Yeah.
torpedo bats. It's not.
I mean,
It's not cheating.
There's
yeah,
been a
it was
lot of
approved
Very
legal.
legal.
yeah, and there's been a lot of just heat on bats in general. There's been a lot of
Yeah.
controversy around bats in general for some reason, which I personally I don't understand very much. Yankees new bats, they're not great looking, but
No.
they're bats. I'm not gonna be. I'm
Yeah.
not looking at. I'm not watching baseball to watch the bats. I'm not. You know what I mean?
Right.
So what else do we got here?
Yankees had a very, very big game.
Oh
a
yeah,
9-homer
Yankees
game.
9 home runs,
The record.
19 to what was
It was 20 to 9.
20 to 9. 20 to 9.
I think
That
that's
is-
what caught the eye of the MLB fan. Like that's why they don't like the torpedo bats is because of their performance.
Yeah, but listen, they're 4-2, second in the East. That's hey, you
Dodgers
can't.
are still 8-0, which is insane.
That is
Same with the
that.
Padres.
Yeah.
They're both
I
undefeated.
honestly, that's expected. I hate it. I hate that it's expected. I hate that I knew going into this season that they're gonna do great again. But you can't stop Shohei
I mean,
Ohtani.
after they signed Blake Snell, too, I just knew they were probably going to go back
Yeah,
this year.
they're definitely. I think they could go back to back. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think they're
They
at least
definitely
gonna
could.
They
they're
can.
gonna make a good stretch. We honestly, what are your guys' like early predictions for the series this year? Way too early
For the
predictions.
World Series?
Yeah,
I think Dodgers and Diamondbacks might go.
Dodgers, Diamondbacks.
Oh, wait.
It's a good prediction. The Diamondbacks have really good hitting, and if they get their pitching in order, they are a really good team. They went to the World Series in '23. They lost to the Rangers. So I think if they tighten up their pitching, they have a really good set of hitters. So I think that's a
From
good
the
prediction.
AL, it's either Yankees, and I also think the Red Sox have a chance of going. But the
could see
Mets, maybe.
I could see the Red Sox. Mets.
Yeah.
Listen, I think the Mets. They're off to an iffy start. That
Yeah.
first game was disappointing, but I still think that they are one of the best teams in the AL, one of the best teams in the MLB, honestly. You can't discount Juan Soto as a player. He is unbelievable to watch. Like during that World Series, back when he was playing for the Yankees, back when I still loved him, he was insane, an insane, absolutely outrageous player. You cannot discount him. So I'm also gonna go with Mets Dodgers.
Yeah.
They both have two insane star players that you cannot doubt. Shohei Ohtani and Juan Soto are.
In the World Series?
Huh?
In the
They
World
can't
Series?
go to the World Series at the same time.
So you're right.
AL
My brain didn't work for a
NLCS.
second.
Yeah.
NLCS. My bad. My bad.
But I think it could be Red Sox, Dodgers.
Red Sox, Dodgers. Thank you.
Yankees, I don't know. Cody Bellinger, he's been doing really good.
Cody
Goldsmith.
Bellinger. I like Cody Bellinger. I like.
The Garrett Cole, Tommy John was insanely
Yeah.
shocking.
Yes.
Did not expect that.
Once we get Heel back, though, I think he's going to make a big addition.
Yeah.
You get him back in a couple months. So I think he'll add a really good part
Yeah.
into our rotation.
Fun fact, viewers, this is the first ever episode of SSSL. We were all fans of the same team. We are all of us here are Yankees fans. We've never had that before on, at least in our time at on doing SSSL. Yeah, I think it's fun. I thought it was fun. So what else do we got here, guys?
What about Stanton's elbow injury?
Oof. I am a huge Giancarlo Stanton fan.
Yep.
I love Giancarlo Stanton. I think that I think he is probably, he's my favorite player on the Yankees. I think he's better than Aaron
After
Judge.
the World Series,
Yeah.
winning MVP.
After that fumble by Aaron Judge was,
Yeah.
God. I get Vietnam flashbacks to that.
Garrett Cole not covering the base. No.
That was rough watch, tough watch,
Yeah.
to say the least. But yes, I think Giancarlo Stanton, once he gets healthier again, the Yankees are going to be doing a lot better than they're already doing, and that's what I think is going to be their make or break in the playoffs. I mean, I know it's way too early on for us to be talking about playoffs, but I think that once he gets healthy, I think we're on track. We're good.
Yeah, they said he can come back. There's like a chance he can come back earlier because he's been getting treatments.
Yeah,
in
do we know what the actual time on
I
it
have
is?
no idea.
When he's set to come back? Have they said anything about that yet?
I don't know. Maybe like August? I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
August, September.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
That is definitely rough for us.
He was big for us in the World Series, but
Yeah,
he was
was-
injured last year too.
And then, I mean, hey, he made a comeback. He
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
still, he's still doing great. I still think we definitely have a shot.
Yep.
Um,
Is Anthony Rizzo signed with the team?
No,
No,
he's a
I
free
don't think
agent
so.
still.
He's still a free agent.
He said that he wanted to play. So
Hopefully someone signs.
I think the Cubs should sign him.
Yeah.
I think he should
Cubs?
retire a Cub. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's getting up there in age. He's got a ring. He's got good stats. I hope
Yeah.
that he retires as a Cub. I hope he signs with the team because I know he wants to play. So I like Rizzo. I'm upset that he's not with the Yankees anymore.
Yeah,
he
that
was a
was-
solid player.
He was great. All of last season, I think he was great during last season.
Didn't he have a couple injuries?
Yeah, I think
last
so.
year?
He did. He's a little injury prone, but I
Yeah.
think that if he can stay on course, he can stay consistent and stay healthy,
Yeah.
he's going to be a solid
Yeah.
player for whatever team he ends up on.
I think it's hilarious how he has like 300, 200 hit by pitches in his whole career.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That is.
Right after he got back from his fractured hand, he got hit right in the hand, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
interesting. That's-
What about Alex Verdugo with the Braves?
Alex Verdugo with the Braves. That was.
I did not expect that.
No, I didn't either. I
Honestly, did not expect him to sign with the team.
No.
I think that was just his first offer because he had no offers throughout the whole offseason.
Like, what was it, $1 million?
I don't even know. It was
1 year.
It was a
but
very cheap.
Yeah.
It might have been like
contract. It was
8 million.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think he's better than that. I think he's a better player than what I think that in that deal, I think the Braves definitely won that deal. They definitely $8 million, $1 million, however much it was. I think he's a very underrated player. I think that he's pretty solid.
The Braves are yet to win in the
Yeah.
current season.
They're winless. They are
Yeah,
winless.
as of right now,
Disappointing.
I think they're 0-8. They could be 0-7, but still without a win. So things can only get better from there. However, I know that no team who has ever started 0-7 has went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I think that the Braves can turn it around because the Braves are really a good team. You know, they have hitters like Ronald Acuna Jr. They have pitchers like Spencer Strider. So I think they could turn it around.
Didn't they win in 2021?
I think so. I'm
They
not
had
sure.
Freeman, Max
2021.
Fried.
Yeah, I think that was. Yeah, I think that was.
Yeah,
them.
yeah, I think they did win. Yeah.
How is Clark Schmidt and Luis Seal? Are they like still set to come back in like June or May?
I'm pretty sure.
believe so. I'm not sure. My notes are a little out of order here, so.
Oh, and one of the Brave stars, Jerkison Profars, got suspended
Yeah.
for 80 games for
Oh yeah, I
prohibited
forgot about for
substances. Yeah.
PEDs. That is,
Yeah.
80 games is
a lot.
kind of nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, half the season. Yeah.
That is definitely.
Yeah, and he's one of their biggest stars on that team, other
Yeah.
than Acuna.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, still, I don't know. I don't know about that. I think that that's a little bit of an overreaction.
Yeah.
80 games for, I don't even
Yeah.
know what he was
I think
on,
it
but
was steroids.
yeah, he must have been on some crazy steroids to get suspended
I mean,
for 80 games.
A-Rod was suspended for the whole 2014 year when
Oh,
he
yeah,
was
I
on
forgot.
steroids. So,
Yeah.
I mean, at least it wasn't that. But, wow.
Yeah.
What about
Alright.
Boston's
Boston.
bad start?
Boston.
Devers, what did he have? 12 strikeouts?
Oh yeah, he went 0 for 21.
Yeah.
Oof. That
Um,
is.
He was refusing to be a DH.
You're right. He broke the streak though a couple days ago. He had a double, and so he broke his 0 for 21 streak. He said, "quote he knew it wouldn't be long before he broke the streak." But ever since he was replaced with Alex Bregman, yeah, I mean he's just been doing pretty bad as a DH.
Yeah. Aaron Judge's 3-homer game was insane.
Aaron Judge, I think he's trying to make up for that
Yeah.
that World Series, that not very great performance by him. We all expected we were putting the weight of the team. We were kind of putting the weight of the team on him,
Yeah.
and he let us down. He let us down, and he's broken my heart personally. Aaron Judge, I am personally affected by your misdeeds. I cannot believe you do that to me.
I mean, he was so cold in the World Series playoffs.
Yeah, he was.
What did
It's
he
like
hit,
he
like
hadn't
3
played.
homers?
It's like he hadn't played in weeks.
I mean, that
He was-
homer against, what was his name, against Cleveland.
Oh,
And Stanton and him went back-to-back with homers.
I can't remember his name,
I
but
don't know his name,
that was.
He's like the #1 reliever in the country.
Oh, Class A?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So what else? What else do we got here, guys? What else?
Evan Williams is out for a couple games with
Evan Williams, okay.
paternity list.
I just saw that they added him back today.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, I just saw the tweet like 20 minutes ago.
God.
right in the
Nice.
thing. So
Wow.
that's good.
Yeah.
Breaking news here.
Yeah.
Did you guys see in spring training the call where they get to tap their head for if they think the strike? They call
Yeah.
it a strike, and they get
Really?
to challenge it. They
Is that going to
only-
be added back next season? I'm not sure.
They only were allowed to do it during spring training. Like, it was not allowed during the regular season, which I thought was very weird.
That's
it's a
that's
bad
an
idea.
interesting. I did not know about that.
What's your guys' opinion on robot umpires?
On what?
Robot umps. Personally, I don't think they should add them. I like the human aspect of the
Yeah.
game.
I think.
If they're going to add anything, it should definitely just be the tap on the head and challenge the call, but definitely not robot umps.
Yeah.
I don't want
That's strange.
They added gold patches to people's uniforms. Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani. I thought that was very cool.
That's cool.
Well, that
That's-
was just because it was like the MVP, and then
Yeah.
they added to Heel. He was Rookie of the Year. Him and Paul Skeens, and then someone else.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
Whoever
What?
won the Cy Young, they got it too. But
Scooble? Is it him?
yeah, I think he won it with the Tigers, and then I'm not sure who won it in the.
Gleyber Torres with the Detroit Tigers. You know.
Right.
I like Torres a lot, but he wouldn't have done a lot for us this
No.
year.
I think there's a lot of stuff that we could have, the players that we spared that we definitely we're still it's still a strong team, and we could we're still.
I think we got better players than last year now. We got more hitters that are actually very
Yeah.
good. Except Garrett Cole. I mean, that was a huge thing.
Yeah, that was.
We needed him really bad.
He was. Yeah, I think it's a piece of the team that we're definitely gonna miss, and I think that might be it could be our make or break. I'm not sure, but I don't know.
Marcus
definitely see
Stroman.
his-
Oh my God, Marcus Stroman back in the starting pitching lineup. I hated that. Stroman is not a good pitcher.
He is not. He is
He's-
not.
Well, he's a contact pitcher, so he relies on his defense behind him.
His fastball tops at like 90 miles. That's not enough for now.
He wasn't even supposed to be part of the starting rotation.
Yeah.
He said in spring training he wasn't going to any of the practices, or he said in spring training that he was a starter. He refused to be a reliever, and just because of injuries, he found himself the third man in the 5-man rotation. So, I mean, good for him, but I mean, it's not great for Yankee fans because he's not the greatest pitcher.
Yeah.
No. What else do we have? What else do we got here?
Pete Alonso, 2-year, $54 million back with the Mets.
Pete Alonso back with the Mets.
I thought he was going to the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once again, Mets just getting another weapon,
Yeah.
another good player.
They got Clay Holmes too, which I'm not
Clay
mad
Holmes,
about.
that's not.
They can have him. Man.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
not the player.
No, he was not good.
He was not the greatest.
Every time he
not-
would come in, I would get so scared. No, we were winning by one, and they'd bring in Clay Holmes in because Aaron Boone is so stupid.
Yeah, he
bringing
makes
in
these.
Cortez game.
He makes decisions that I get.
Yeah.
I
Me
get
and my dad
furious.
scream at the TV. it's like, why would you bring Nestor Cortez in against Freddie Freeman?
Who did they have? They had like Tim Hill too.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
Why Tim Hill? Like what is he? A lefty specialist? He's
think.
really good against the lefties, but you bring in Cortez, who's a starting pitcher, hasn't pitched in how long?
He had a historically bad start to
Yeah.
start his season this year.
Yeah.
3 pitches, 3 home runs. His first visit back to Yankee Stadium. He was beloved by Yankee fans, including me. But I mean, we had an opportunity to get one of the best closers in the league in Devin Williams, or not
Yeah.
Devin. What's his name? Is that his name?
Devin Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so when we saw our opportunity, we had to trade him away, and it sucks, but he did have a pretty good start yesterday, so that's good for him. But
I'm just happy we used Luke Weaver yesterday. He's probably my favorite closer, other
Yeah.
than Devin Williams. He was huge for us last postseason, especially against the Guardians. That was huge.
right, yeah, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but he was initially like known as like the 6th starter in case they ever needed him. But since Clay Holmes was so bad, he started working on his stuff. He tightened up his stance. He got rid of his big leg kick, and he became a very good closer for us last year. And now he's a great setup man for Devin Williams.
Yeah. Anthony Volpe has really.
Anthony
Upped
Volpe
up.
he's stepped
Yeah.
up. He's definitely. This is his.
He's definitely not the next year. People are still saying that. It's
No, he's not.
shocking to me.
I like him, but he's not.
Yeah, I like
definitely
him.
Not the next
Not
year.
that great.
He
He's-
can't turn a double play for the life of him. It's so bad. But
He
he
upped his swing speed though.
yeah, his swing has been really good lately. He's just been. Did he hit a homer last night?
I think so.
I think so. He's been
yeah.
using the torpedo bats
Yeah.
too.
So is Jazz Chisholm, and he's been really good too.
Oh, I love Jazz. I love
Jazz Chisholm.
Jazz Chisholm. He was great in the series. He was
Now
great.
that he's at second base, it's been.
Yeah,
Wait.
he is terrific.
Oh, who do you think should have the third base spot on the Yankees? I think Peraza.
Peraza.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of Cabrera. He's my favorite
Yeah.
player on the team.
I could see that.
He's been on the team since I think 22. He's just worked for his spot, and LeMahieu is hurt right now. Personally, I think LeMahieu is way past his prime. I think Boone is just focused on LeMahieu in 2019 when he was averaging 350 in every spot of the zone, but this is not the same anymore. He gets hurt every season, and I think it's time to give Peraza or Cabrera a solid try at third base because they're young
Yeah.
and they have talent.
I don't think Boone should keep putting Pablo Reyes at the third base spot. He is so
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, he's not very reliable.
He was in the minor leagues. I mean, why not put Peraza or Cabrera, who's been up in the big leagues for, 3 or 4 years now?
I believe, yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
Max
yeah.
Scherzer is out on the 15-day IL. Things were just looking up for him. He signed with the Blue Jays, and his whole career, he's been amazing, but gets hurt a lot. And so,
Very injury prone, very.
yeah, so people weren't expecting him to get hurt, but he had thumb inflammation, and he landed himself on the 15-day IL. So that's a big blow for the Blue Jays.
Oh, Vladdy is a free agent next season.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, in previous years, he said he would never sign with the Yankees, but now he's open to talking with every team, including the Yankees, which
Right.
would be huge for
That
us
would
to get
be a
Vladdy.
big get.
So
That
he
be a
would rather
big
play
get.
dead than be on the Yankees. But, I mean, I guess he had some childhood problems with him and his father because his father was a big leaguer. And I guess they cleared it up. And now that he's a free agent, I think he wanted to sign with the Blue Jays, but they just didn't give him his contract that he wanted. They
he
were
wanted, what,
off.
600, and they gave him 500
Something.
million?
They were really off, so
Yeah.
he didn't take the signing. But, yeah, he would be a big help to any team that he signs with. He's a
What
great
does he
player.
play, first base?
First base. He can play third, but he's
Yeah.
normally
I mean, at
first.
least he can play another position and is a good hitter, unlike Soto, who can only hit and got the biggest contract in sports history.
Yeah.
It happened on my birthday, and he was my favorite player last year.
If you can't tell, we're still salty about this. We're still
Juan Soto is still stuck in our heads.
heartbreaking.
Yeah. I
Heartbreaking
mean, he was my
news.
all-time favorite player last year.
Same. He was. I was on the website. I was looking. Oh, a jersey's only $100.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta get one. It was my. I loved Juan Soto. I loved
Yeah.
Juan Soto.
I went to two games last year, only recorded Juan Soto. But my birthday, December 8th, I was coming home from the movie theaters. It was like 10 o'clock. I see Juan Soto sign with the Mets, and
Freaked out.
I remember
freaked out.
getting the news too. I mean, it was terrible. I was just like sitting down at like my desk or something. I checked my phone, and I follow like all sports outlets, so my phone just like blew up with notifications.
Yeah, I get 40 Bleacher Report
And I was like,
Yeah.
no
notifications.
way. And I
I'm
checked it,
just-
and like 765 million. I was like, oh my god.
How I found out, I was coming home and I was on TikTok, and I'm scrolling and I see Juan Soto sign with the Mets. I'm like, oh, I've been seeing this all over. I
Right.
mean, this
I
can't
didn't
be
think it was
true.
real.
I've been seeing it for the past 2 months. I go to Instagram just to check on the MLB like official account, and I see it. I freaked out, and my mom was like, "What happened? What happened?" And I was like, "Juan Soto signed with the Mets," and she was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I
just. Go ahead.
I was sitting at my desk doing some work, and I get a notification on my phone. I get a Bleacher Report notification on my phone, and then I get 40 more Bleacher Report notifications on my phone. Juan Soto to the Mets. Juan Soto to the Mets. Juan Soto to the Mets. 765 million. I fell out of my chair,
Devastated.
praying to the gods, bring him back, bring him back.
I knew he was gonna regret his
I
decision.
mean, he just sold away his entire career. How many years was it? 15 years?
15 years, so 41 years old.
I just
Wow.
I don't see how
15
he
years, I did
thinks
not.
that he has a better chance at winning. I mean, especially because the Yankees literally just went to the World Series the
I
year
don't
prior, and the Mets they lost to the Dodgers, I think, in the
Mm-hmm.
NLCS. So
Yep.
I mean, I don't know. I just don't see how he thinks he has a better chance. And he says, and they'll interview Judge, and he'll say like it's his mistake, and he thinks they have a better win. But then Soto will come back and say like, any team thinks that they have the best chance of winning. Like, he asked the Oakland A's or I don't know the White Sox.
He said the Marlins, and they just got did they get swept by the Marlins, or did they win at least like one game?
I think they won a game.
You lost to the Marlins. That's
Yeah,
embarrassing.
that is.
Very
Yeah,
embarrassing.
they are off to a very, very, very slow start. But I
Yeah.
think it's possible that Soto's he's just kind of warming up to the Mets. I think that later into the season he will, catch his stride and really
Yeah.
do something. I don't know. I don't know about the Mets. They're very. I've paid a lot of attention to the Mets. The Mets. It's been Mets and Yankees all over my feed. That's all I've been seeing is just because they're two
Big rivals.
big rivals. The Yankees are my team, and then the Mets are just in the news
Yep.
constantly.
Yankees fans are very salty about it still.
Yeah,
It's been 5 months almost now.
Yeah,
and
I think-
I'm still upset about it.
Clearly all three of us
Yeah.
are still very upset.
Yeah.
As Yankees fans, as
I mean,
lifelong
I've seen
Yankees
so
fans.
many videos of people reacting, and I was just like, I'm reacting the same right now at home.
Exactly.
Like, I'm screaming too.
Yeah, it was.
My uncle David, he's a big Mets fan.
Oh
And-
God, I bet he was rubbing it in your face all day. all my Mets fan friends were
Yeah. Yeah.
They have a good lineup on paper. it
They
seems
do.
Like.
Yeah.
They have a really good starting three. They have Lindor. They have a lot of stars.
Yeah.
I feel like on that
Lindor,
team.
But
Alonso.
sometimes
Yeah,
stats are just
Alonso.
stats, and
Right,
when you
and
get
it
on
just
that
seems-
field, it's not.
It
the
just feels like
same.
they have no chemistry together,
Mhm.
and they're just not they're not working together.
No.
No, they're
It's
not.
not like the Yankees. Yankees, everyone
Yeah,
has
it's a very
great,
tight knit. It's very.
great team.
It's
They're
like they
all-
know what each person is going to do
Right.
as they're going to do it. It's a very.
Juan Soto was a part of that. They
Mm-hmm.
had him and Aaron Judge, great chemistry. And he
Yeah, and
let that go.
I expected it to be a little iffy at the start. I expected the Yankees to be, still warming up to losing Soto, but they've really just gotten right back in the groove
Yeah.
Right.
of how they were with Soto now, just without him, and they're still playing. They're still playing great. They're still playing at World Series caliber. I think they're great.
Yeah, they had a
Yeah.
lot of good
Sorry.
additions during the offseason. Qual Goldschmidt, Cody Bellinger, they had a lot of relievers, that was probably their biggest struggle throughout the past couple seasons is
Yes.
relieving pitchers. So I'm glad that they got. I mean, of course, losing Soto is not a good thing, but
Yeah.
I mean, some people even say like if you get rid of just Soto and then you add all the players we got, I mean, it's a pretty equal, thing. But I don't know. I think the Yankees are still definitely a great team. And I'm not even just saying that because I'm a fan, but
Yeah.
without Soto, I think they're a great team.
I still think they're gonna win the AL East for sure.
Oh,
division.
definitely. I definitely.
Jose Trevino to the Reds, I did not care
No.
at all. He was
There's
so
a lot.
bad.
I
We made a
like
lot of
Trevi.
moves. We made a lot of moves. We got rid of a lot of players we didn't really need that much, and that was great news, just
Yeah.
to free up some space and to,
He was a really good player one time. He won the Platinum
Yeah.
Glove, but
Yeah.
it's unfortunate that I know he liked the Yankees a lot, but he did just sign another contract with the Reds, so he's going to be on the Reds for like 3-4 years, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. So,
Yeah.
I mean, good for him, but
Yeah.
All right. We got any? You guys have anything else you want to talk about here? Any other
The Reds
pressing
got
matters?
White Sox. They let go of their best pitcher. Gave him to the Red Sox for what? What was it?
Barely any-
6-year, 170.
The
They're
White
a
Sox-
rebuilding team. though.
They've been rebuilding for 5
Oh,
years.
yeah. Last year's season was.
Oh my
horrific.
God, the White Sox are. I think it's their management. Their management
Yes.
is horrendous. Their management is horrible.
Yeah.
All the way up to the top, they are constantly making the wrong decisions. They're like the Cleveland Browns. They just constantly making the wrong decisions.
and they were a good team back in 2021, not too long ago.
Yeah.
They had a lot of
Yeah.
stars on
Tim
there.
Anderson.
Tim Anderson, right? I mean, it's just unfortunate him just falling off like that.
Yeah.
And now he's with the Angels, so I haven't been paying attention to the Angels. I know Mike
Oh,
Trout
Mike
is healthy.
Trout's- Yeah.
Yeah, so that's good. But
Hopefully he stays healthy
Yeah.
for 1 year.
right, he could be a really good player. I
Yeah.
mean, he is a really good
He
player,
is.
but he could have a really great season if he stays healthy.
Yeah. So I think we can call it there. We'll do a short one today. Unless you guys have any
I
last
talked
words.
on every
All right.
point.
What about the Tokyo series?
Oh, the Tokyo series. I forgot about
I
that.
completely forgot about that.
I forgot about that. Who? What's going on with that? Tell us about that.
I mean, Dodgers
Dodgers
obviously dominated again.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
Was it against
Yeah, I
the
didn't-
Cubs? I'm
Yes.
pretty sure.
Yeah. I didn't pay attention. I didn't watch it at all, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, that
But
was, no.
yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Dodgers are obviously huge in Japan right now. I mean, baseball is surprisingly massive over in Japan. Like
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
huge fans, huge
Didn't
baseball
they
fans
win
over there.
the World Baseball Classic in
They did, yeah.
2023?
I think so. Yeah.
Japan did, yeah.
I mean, but
They-
what are they going to do in the World Series with all of these starting pitchers that they have lined up? Tyler Glasnow, Otani, Sasaki, Yamamoto, who else? Snell. I mean,
Yeah.
I still think it's kind of dumb they have so many starting pitchers.
A lot
Yeah.
of great Japanese players want to sign with the Dodgers just because of how many Japanese
Yeah.
stars they have on there, like Otani, Yamamoto. It seems like every season, there's a big Japanese player out there, and it seems like every season he signs with the Dodgers, and they just keep adding on.
Yeah,
and so
they keep getting these just weapons, these
Right.
absolute phenomenal
They
players.
just added a really young star from I think the Oakland A's. I can't remember his name, but I mean, just keep adding on
Yeah, they
more and
keep
more and more,
going.
They're just
and deferring money
absolutely
too. That's the big
dominating.
scandal with them.
Yeah. I mean, they had Shohei Ohtani with the biggest contract last year. So that's, I mean, everyone, like Sasaki had a rough start
Yeah,
to his first game. I saw him
he
cry.
was crying. Yeah,
Yeah.
Why are you crying up in the big leagues? But everyone from Japan now wants to go there because of Ohtani, Sasaki,
Right.
Yamamoto. It's
Yeah, the Dodgers, they are.
we can use you in New York.
Yeah. Seriously, guys, come on.
Can use
They're
ya.
all right. Dodgers are all right.
Yeah, they're okay. They didn't.
Come on,
they
come to
might
the
have won
Yankees.
last year, but it's okay.
Come to the Yankees.
Please.
Please, we need you. Okay, I think we'll call it there.
Yeah.
Final words. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching Triple SL. We'll be back next week.
Go Yankees.
I am Evan
Go
Garcia. Go Yankees. You guys wanna
I'm Alex Turner. Thank you for watching.
I'm Zona. Go Yankees.
go Yankees? I love you, Giancarlo Stanton. Stephen A. Smith, come on the show. Stephen A. Smith, come on the show. Stephen A. Smith, come on the show.
Want Stephen A. Smith.